thank you, Austin, and thank you, everyone. Not always aware at the time how lucky you are. As you just saw how lucky I am in actors, and I've been lucky in producers, and I've been lucky in my screenwriting partners on Day After Trinity, John Ellis and Janet Peoples, and in my screenwriting partner on 12 Monkeys, Janet Peoples. This is a huge honor, especially David Simon, Robert Rodriguez is big time, and also a lot of people out there who've written some of my favorite movies. So I'm really honored, and the only other time I got a big honor as a screenwriter, or an honor this big, was in the mid-90s when the Writers Guild of America was honoring the guy who was an actor who went on to be one of the greatest screenwriters of all time, Alvin Sargent. And Alvin was being honored at the Writers Guild, I believe it was Lifetime Achievement Award, and he invited Janet Peoples and myself to sit at his table at the awards, and I was, he was my idol, and this was awesome, and this is awesome here, but that was awesome too. And so I'm sitting at the table, and it was an awards thing, and people were coming up and so on, and Alvin was sitting there fussing away the way he does on a screenplay, fretting and fussing with his notes for what he was going to say, right? And moving closer to his time on the podium, and I noticed he was nervous, and the tension sort of rose, and I began to get nervous for him, and I was really, I hope this works out. And then finally they said the things he'd done and so on and so forth, and they called him up to the podium, and he got up and he threaded his way to this enormous applause from all his peers up to the podium, and then we cut to David Peoples' POV. I look over there, and there are those notes lying in his place on the table, the ones he worked so hard on all through dinner and so on. And I'm going, oh my God, he's gone up there without his notes. Oh, this is a disaster. Oh, poor Alvin, right? Alvin gets up there at the podium, and he is magnificent. He thanks the Writers Guild, as I thank the Austin Film Festival. He thanks his peers for honoring him. He thanks everybody. He is gracious. He is magnificent. It was a wonderful thing. And this is the Alvin Sargent who wrote Julia and Paper Moon. This is God, right? And at the end of the thing, he said, well, I'm really honored, and I really love that you've given me this award, but I kind of wish I was getting Rookie of the Year. And so, and since then, Alvin went on to write the magnificent script for Spider-Man 2 in his 70s. So I am honored and gracious, but I too, I want to quote from one of the great screenwriters. I wish this was Rookie of the Year. Thank you.